coming to you from Niagara Falls, Canada. I am starting my complete coloring book collection with finished pages with this video. This will be part 1. There will be many parts. I have, as if you've been watching me for a while, I have a lot of books. Last time I did a collection video, I counted the books and I ended up with 650 something, I think. Anyways, it was well over 600, so there's going to be more than that this time. I'm going to do the books in order, starting at one side of my bookcases and working my way down and across them until I come to the end. So the first section on my bookcases are color by numbers, so we'll probably have a couple or 3 videos that are just color by numbers. My thinking right now before actually starting to film is that I'll be doing 2 shelves per video. So we're going to call this part 1, and I've got my first shelf coming up here. So I'll put these away and we'll go by them. So this is Belba Family's first book. They put out 2 books like this, as you'll be able to see. That's stuck in there. This is Animal Mosaic 24 Classic and Pop Art Pictures, color by number, anti-stress activity art book. As you can see, it looks very different from what they do now. They have a color palette on the back, which, yeah, this color palette is different than what they use now. So I have taken out the color palette sheet. Title page there, and I've done a few in here. Here's what the blank pages look like. They're kind of like triangles and trapezoids and stuff, which are all connected together to form an animal. I think maybe I just started at the beginning of this book and did a couple. So I did this one, which is called, they gave them a name. So this is Katie the Butterfly. They're quite nice, aren't they? It'd be kind of cool if they did that again. And, oh, I've only done 2 in here. And this is Maria the Zebra. So they made another book just like that, Travel Mosaic, Amazing Landscapes and People. This is the same sort of thing, except it's not all geometric. They actually have like faces here. So this is pretty much your standard color by number book. I've done more in this one. So we have the flower fields, a Vietnamese girl, Bodrum, Paris, a painter, a bungalow. Yeah, these are really nice. I'll have to get back to doing these. This one is close to the ocean and is obviously a page where I fell asleep. And then the last one is a Mexican. Now here's a straight color by number that they did. This is Fairies Around Us, Stained Glass and Magic Mosaics. I don't think they've done anything else like this except for this one. And I don't know if I've colored in it. No, I haven't colored in this one yet. And this is one of their earlier ones, the Money Book, and this is your standard color by number edition. I know I've colored in this. Okay, here we go. So this, they have names at the front of the book, but this was the Lucky Frog, I remember that. And this is Buddha. And that's all I did in that one. Okay, so next up are Belba Family's what they're known for. the most is their 3x3mm books, and they haven't really changed since the beginning. So this one is Woman, and I loved this one. But I think I pretty much, oh, no, got random ones done in here. So look at that. Isn't that nice? This one had a little bit of sleeping on it, so a little bit of mess. This is when I tried the X method and I hated it. This is why I don't do the X method. It took so freaking long. Couldn't believe it compared to the squares, and I don't like the way it looks. That, I think, will be the only X method one you see in here. Next Double Family book is Dogs, and I don't know if I did anything in this one or not. Oh yeah, I think I've done at least one in every one of these 3x3s. So this is the dog from the movie Mask. Yeah, and I think this is the only one I did in here. Watch me prove myself wrong. Oh, that was it. Now we come to their very first 3x3 number book, and this is Passion. Well, we did some in here. So we did this one. This is the Tango Dancers. Okay. This one. This one. I need to stop saying this one. I do it all the time when I do finished pages as well. That one's got a bit of a weird face. That's the front cover. Mystery Mosaic Gallery. This is my least favorite of all of these Bella books. I have a thing about the famous painting, any color by number books. They just don't look real enough for me. Oh, that looks way better on screen than it does looking at it face on. His face is terrible looking at it straight on. But it works. Oh. This is the newest book, or the newest 3x3 book, and I've only done one in here. That's this one. This is Secret Patterns, which is my favorite at the moment. I think I may have only done one or two. I think I've done two in here. I just love the patterns. Oh, and this one. So this is how no, I guess it goes that way. It could go either way. This is how I do my patterns now, is that if there's a large one color background, I do the X method, and then I fill in the foreground. And this one. Yeah, also I really, really like that one. Ariani's Vintage Collection. I think I've only done one in here. I don't know if that's supposed to be somebody specific, but we have a rock and roller. Oh, yeah, I think I only do one and I've done more. I fell asleep with this one, that's why there's all the scribbling here. That's that. And we have Mystery Mosaics Flowers. That's really pretty. I like that one. And that's all, just one in that one. And then we have Wow Cats. And just before I show Wow Cats, as I said, I have, it probably tells you what breed of cat these are at the beginning of the book. Because there's always a table of contents telling you what you're coloring. I used crayon for this one. That's weird. A little faint, like pastel-y colors, but it worked well. Not a happy kitty. Okay, I was trying the X method again and didn't like it. You can barely see what it is. Yeah, I think this is the extent of my X method. This one looks a little bit better than the others, but I still don't like the faintness of it. This one would have looked nice if I'd done the background X and everything else filled in, which is the way I do them now. Yeah, I seem to be missing one, so we'll turn up to it somewhere. But I do have Wow Animals. And this is the one that I'm currently working in. I believe this is the first one I did in the book. I'm working in it from front to back now. That's the palette page that I've taken out, so yeah. This is my favorite. I just love it. I love pictures of elephants, especially if they're funky. So that one was right up my alley. This one can probably go either way. I think it looks better that way. I really like this one too. See, these you can see. I'm using the X method for the background and straight coloring for the foreground. And see, when you get a picture like this that doesn't have a one color background, it's all like all sorts of different colors, then I fill it in. So this one is completely filled in. Really nice. I also have Wow Africa, but I don't know where that one is. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I didn't finish a picture in it. Might be in my stack of finished pages for this month, but I really don't think so. So the next set of books is Belba's puzzle color bind or clever book series that they call it. So this was a real hit when it came out, but I kind of think that people have gotten over it pretty quick. I can't say I had, well, part of me likes the puzzle part of this, and another part of me just doesn't really. I'll do these books, but I mean, I have to be in the right mood. It's not one I would just pick up and do, because this is one of the beginner books, so that's all I've done in it. Simple Beauty. And then the other beginner book that they have is Human Faces. I know I've done at least one in here. So, oh geez, you can't even tell what that is looking at it straight on. I guess that's like a medieval jester. That's what I'm going to say. These all get filled in because the squares are bigger. And it would not look good in the X method, as far as I'm concerned. I think maybe these might be the only two I did. Because with these, you really are coloring in a square at a time. Then they had a couple of, what did they call them, advanced books. This was their first advanced book, Exotic Life. Oh wow, I did the last one. That's not like me. Whoops. Let me show you the picture. Oh, is that the only one I did in here? That's the cover one. So yeah, they turn out alright. The advanced ones give you better pictures, but they're a lot more complicated to do. So this one is Secret Patterns, and they have remade this book. I showed it to you as a 3x3mm book that just gives you the coordinates because people liked these patterns so much, but wanted to do them in the regular way. I think I only did this one because I had a heck of a lot of problems. No, actually I think I did two. This would be the first one I did. And the other one I did, oh, I made mistake after mistake after mistake on this. I mean, you can't, it doesn't look like you can tell, but oh, I was making so many mistakes, it was not fun. Yeah. So next they have the 3 color series, and at the moment I only have this one. This is Travel. And I think I've only done one picture in it. I know it. Oh. Did I just do a random picture? Okay, so I've done that one. That's Maku Piku. I'm going to get the animals one in here, like getting it this month. Next month. This is the Motherland Calls, so I'm not too sure what it's supposed to be. Since they say Motherland, I'm imagining it's German or Russian. And that's what I've done in that one. Then they have their Stone Mosaic series, and I have all 4 of those books. This is book 1. This is when I was working books from back to front, just to be different. And then I have Stone Mosaic 2. Yeah, you know, I said that I would be doing 2 shelves per video. I've just noticed that I'm almost at 20 minutes right now, and I still have half my pile to go. So I'm going to change this and do 1 shelf per, which means we're going to have a lot of parts. Like, seriously, there's going to be like the high 20s parts for this thing if they're only going to be half an hour each. So, book 2. What is that? Oh, it goes this way. I think it's like coffee beans. Looks like I'm working this one back to front too. Oh. Just a few in here. It's hard to tell what this is just looking at it, but it's cool when you see it on the screen. So then we have book 3. And there's probably just 2 done in here that I did for my review. There's that one. Yep, just working back to front in this one. And finally from this series is book 4 of Stone Mosaics, and I know I've only done 2 in here, 2 random ones. And that one. So now I want to start with number 1 and work my way through finishing these books, number 1 forward. Yeah. So now we have their square books. So the first one isn't part of the series. It's just square mandalas, patterns, and more. So you get a sample of that on the back. So there's a square mandala. These are the and more. And I don't know. Is that a pattern? I think of repetitiveness when I think of patterns. So I don't know if I've done anything in this one or not. What? Oh, there's a quote every so often. Must have done at least one. Oh yeah, I have. There's my, there we go. So I did that one. And that's it. So the next one is their square mandala series, and they have 4 of these. Sorry, they have 3 of these. I like doing these. I like doing patterns the best, but then I like mandalas second. This is book 2, Floral Inspiration, I think. Oh, no, this says it's book 4. That one, and I know I did 2 in here. There we are. Yeah, these I like. I like these a lot. And then we have, this might be book 2, Animals in Patterns. I'm missing one, which I'm getting next month. So then my Belva family will be complete. Now we just have to find out what I did with Wow Africa. Have I not done anything in this? I can't believe it. I haven't done a single thing in this one. Wow. So that's my Belva collection. So now we're moving on to some random books. And this is Color by Number, published by the Birds and Blooms magazine. This was their 2018 one. And just get a look at what some of the pictures are like. I haven't done anything in here yet. Then next up are the stress-free Color by Number books by Brain Games. Now, there are 3 books in this specific series, and I've done finished one of them, so we'll see it later. And then there are 2 new books that came out in this series, and I'm getting them next month too. You can tell the next month I am finishing off a few series. All right. Did I not do anything in this? No. Okay. I don't think I've done anything in this one either. I'll just show you some pages. Some are really simple and others are more complex. Each page has its own color palette. Okay, the next is the Brilliantly Vivid Color by Number series by F. Sanaz Bach. And there's 3 books in this series. And I've finished one of the books, so we'll see those when we do finished books. So I think I started this one, yeah. So now these are the ones I've done. First 3. And the next book I haven't done anything in. It's the Birds and Butterflies by F. Sanaz Bach. So just let you get a look at what some of the pages look like. Next book is, I think this is a reprint of a British book, Color and Discover, illustrated by Elaine Boyer and Isabel Nicol. Silver Dolphin books. I haven't done anything in this one, but you can see how it is. This one has letters, numbers, and dots. And you follow your chart. So yeah, this is a children's book, but those are pretty fun, color by numbers. So I'll have to start that one. Then I have a couple of the Kappa Designer Series, Challenging Color by Numbers. I've got 2 in this series, but I haven't started them because I don't know what to do, because they're double-sided and the paper is like toilet paper. It's so thin. And well, I suppose I was going to say I don't want to waste my specialty paper, and like they're really nice illustrations. But I guess I don't have to photocopy them onto my specialty paper. I just have some regular cardstock, so I could do that. And then the other one I have is the owl cover. So I have the owl and the bull. I'm sure there are more in the series that I don't have. Now we only have a couple of this next artist's books, but these are the Circulism art books by Eclipse Art, and they're now they are giving an illustrator for them now, which isn't the same as the one on here. So this was their very first book, and I did a flip through all about this. I kind of introduced this book to the internet. Okay, there's my color palette. Here we go. I started from the front. So aren't those gorgeous? They have a whole bunch of books out now, but they're on this specialty paper and they're just too expensive for me. Gorgeous, aren't they? They're like stained glass. Yeah. The other one I have is the second one that came out with quite a while after that one, and I don't think, oh, well I did, I started at the back this time. Okay. Oh, I haven't looked at these for a long time. They're nice. I probably just did those 2, working from back to front. Yeah. Then the next are books that I got from the Dollar Tree. These are British books. And my sister got them for me. She saw them and there was 3, and so she got them all for me. This one is called Koala Kingdom, and as you can see, this is a large size book. It's a large square. And I haven't done any pictures in here, so I'll just show you a few so you can see what they look like. If you want these, you're just going to have to stock eBay, I would imagine. They're not on Amazon. They do have ISBN numbers, though. Silly Sloths. Lovable Llamas. And then we're going to end up with Springtime Fun. This is one that my sister sent me, and it's a Dollar Tree book too, by Beaver Books. Same thing. I had 2 of them. The first one I totally wrecked, so I threw it away, and now I'm working in this one. So this is just a children's color by number, but they're pretty fun. So that's it, guys. That is the first cube of my complete coloring book collection, and we have gone for just about 30 minutes. I got 29 and 12, 13, 14, 15 seconds. This is cube 2 that we're working on, so I have finally decided that I will do 2 cubes per video, and that should take us to around an hour. You guys are all used to me giving you 1-hour videos, so I think that it should work out for everybody all around. So let's get on with it. First of all, I did find the missing Wow Africa from the beginning of this video. It was with my finished pages, so I will show those to you in a little sneak peek for next month. And that one, I really like it. I really like both that I did in here. And that one turned out so nice, don't they? I just love the patterns in these books. Next come out some books that are copyright fringed books. This is the Beatles color by number book. It has, I did this when I had some markers that really yellowed. It was a long time ago, so I have no idea. It can be covered up. So you see these kind of like have pop patterns of everybody in the band. Then I have the Queen one. I think I only did one in here. I don't know if I want to get more of these. I've seen them. I have them for a lot more people now. So yeah, that's the yellowing pretty bad. That's the one I did right there. I like that. Mercury. That's the only one I've done in there. And then finally I have the Criminal Minds one. And this one is done in normal colors. I only did one in here too. It was a Dr. Reed. Spencer Reed. Where is it? Is it right at the beginning? Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't. I did, oh, what was his name? Derek. Yes, that's it, Derek. I did him. He's the other hottie on this show. I loved this show so much. This one didn't yellow at all. Who knows what markers I was using back then. Okay, so the next set of books I have is simply, the series is simply called Color by Numbers. This one is called Beautiful, and it is compiled by Felicity Saunders. Is that what it said? No, Felicity James. So this does at least have some samples, pictures from other books. Like I know this one is the title page for another, the cover shot for a different book. And is there anything that I've done here? Yeah, this is the cover page for the book I'm working in right now. I can't say I recognize any of the pictures so far though. I think maybe that one's in the book I'm doing. But anyways, if you see the word compiled by, then that means that it's a new book which has taken pictures from all the original series and messed them all up and given them a different name. So this one's called Beautiful. The only thing is, and I think it's such a shame, is that they don't tell you that in the illustrations, that the book is previously published material. And really, it's a publishing company. The onus is on them to put that information. And you'll find it in very respectable publishers like Dover. They always do it. Anyways, the illustrations in this book are by a bunch of people we recognize from this series. Elsie Lennox, Arpad Olby, Natalie Ortega, Martin Saunders, Sarah Starina, and David Woodruff. And I have not done any in here. My sister brought that one back from the works in Scotland. This is Calm, Color by Numbers by David Woodruff, and this is an original book. These are the illustrations you get in it. Love the flap of these books. Looks like I've worked in here. Let's see what I did. Did I just start at the beginning? I often do that with color by number books. I just start at the beginning and work my way. Yes, there we go. And some flowers. And that was it. I'll take this out of here. The next book is Enchanted World. I think this might be the latest one that I got. And this one is, doesn't even say who it's by on the front cover. Oh, okay, so this is an original one as well. It's by Natalie Ortega and Sarah Storino. The first two I showed you were Arcturus books, and this one and most of my books are from Sirius. Don't believe I've done anything in here. It's my newest one. There is one book that I'm working my way through, and that's kind of like the only one I've colored in, and that's this one, Happiness. So I'm working my way through this one. And the very first one I did here, I tried to use pencil with odorless mineral spirits, and I just didn't like it compared to using alcohol markers. So this is done using Sharpies and Bics and all that kind of stuff, and I well, what did I do this page? No date for that page. This one is July 31st, 2019. And I've put a black Sharpie line around them. This one I did the background in paint pen, something different. I did the outline in a Posca pen for that one, and didn't like it. Didn't work as well. Yes, that's what I use in these, is Sharpies and Bics and, you know, all that kind of permanent marker stuff. Really enjoy doing them. They look like paintings when they're done. Oh, another one that way. I'll keep it turned this way. Next one will be back to portrait. Nope. So I skipped ahead and I did that in December of one year. This is the stuff I've done recently. And this was last month's, and I haven't done this month's picture yet. So doing well on that one. And then I have Landscapes, and this is by Martin Saunders and David Woodruff. So this is an original book. I haven't done any pictures in here. Meditation by Arpad Olby. Mindfulness by David Woodruff. I don't think I've done anything in here either. Nope. Our Beautiful World by David Woodruff. Oh. And the last one here, I don't think I've done anything in it either, is Relaxing by David Woodruff. What's that? Yeah, nothing done in there either. Okay, so now we come to another British series published by Arcturus, again called Color by Number, but these are children's. And this one is called Fairy Tales. Had a really hard time this first 2 pages here on trying to figure out, well, on this page right here, trying to figure out what to use. And I used all sorts of things. I used Crayola super tips, and they kind of seem to just lay on top of the paper. I used, no, sorry, these were Crayola super tips up here. Used Sharpies here, and they didn't, oh, can I talk? Hey, I used Crayola super tips up there, and they just seemed to stay on top of the paper. Then I used Tombow markers down here, and they just kind of like streaked along the paper as well before it soaked in. And finally I used crayon, and that seemed to work the best. It even kind of takes the, I wonder if I put mineral spirits over that. I must have, because this next page I decided to go with crayons. And I don't feel any wax at all, so I must have used odorless mineral spirits on top of it. Don't need the sticky. And that's all I've done in this one. The rest of the book is the same. So I'm going to recommend using crayons with odorless mineral spirits in that book. And I have 2 in this series. These are Color by Number Mandalas by Victoria Jacqueline. And these are meant for children. Sorry, I'm just having a sip there. So that, I haven't done anything in this one. But you get a mandala on the top of the page, and on the bottom of the page you get the palette. And it's single-sided, so these would make, for an adult, they would be good for cutting out when you're finished and using them in your crafting projects. Or just do them as they are here. They get more intricate the further you get through the book. So that was book 2 I showed you first. So here's book 1. These are more simple. But again, they're more detailed at the back than they are at the front. Have I even done the first one in here maybe? No. Then from Mew Press, I have 2 books. They're simply called Color by Number 1. And these are 40-page large square, well, that doesn't fit. Oh. Okay, I got 2 in there that don't fit in. The rest of them are pixels. And they're large pixels too. And they're differing sizes. Done a few in here. Just children's and pixelated, but they're fun to do. They're relaxing, and you know, that's all I asked for. I like to use water-based markers when I do pixels. And they're cute. Cute cactus. And what the heck is that? Oh, I didn't finish that one because I ended up using the wrong colors. I should just finish it with the wrong colors. I colored in the 5s. No. Oh, I see what I did. I colored in some of the 5s blue, and then some of the 5s brown. Yeah, that kind of messes it up. Then volume 2. And they stuck a couple of, or one, in there that didn't belong. On the back it says 40 pixel pages, so I hope they're not counting that color by number page. So yeah, same old, and I haven't done any in this one because, oh yes I did, and I made a mess of it. I did some sleep coloring on that page. And this one, like that one. Alright, now I collect the Art Therapy Coloriage Mystère books by Hachette. And the one you're probably most familiar with the Disney ones that are by Hachette Hero. I don't do those ones. I do the adult ones, which are published by, well, in the past they were published by Hachette Loisir, but now they're published by Hachette Pratique. So that's how you'll tell that you've got one of these adult ones. And they have miscellaneous pictures on them. So this is the first book that I got, and it's the first one that I'm working through. A lot of my other books don't have anything done in them because I'm kind of like a finish number 1 before you do number 2 type of girl. So yeah, I'll show you the ones that I've done. I've started from the front, so this was the very first one I ever did of these pictures, and I was just absolutely amazed that a page like this could turn into that. I felt like, I just kept thinking, like, it looks like a painting, it looks like a painting. And in the first few early books they did, they also included what are they called? Dot to dots. There we go. I'm thinking of coloring that. My only problem is that I can't really tell what's going on. Like, I see the man in the face in the turban, but then when it starts coming down here, well, I guess I would just have to color in parts at a time to figure out what sleeve and what is coat and what this is he's holding. Yeah, I would like to color it though. And then we have the Arc de Triomphe there. Looks like a supermodel. This one is kind of a mess. It was really nitpicky to do. It's looking down from the, well, it's looking, what is it? I guess it's like you're laying on the ground and you're taking a picture upwards at skyscrapers. Then this one turned out much better. And I kind of like to think that he has a Canada flag on his lap. That only other thing that looks like is kind of like maybe a pig. I don't know. But I like to think he's got a Canada flag. And then this was the last one that I did, and I was really shocked that there was a double-page spread in here. Didn't that turn out nice? I love these books so much. See the end part of it there. There's an all caps on the screen. Alright, so now we're going to go through the rest of my collection, and I haven't colored in any of them, if any. I would have started at the beginning. Yeah, so this one is advertising posters. I'll just show you at the back here. These are what your finished pages will look like. I really want to work on this one. I need to set it out so that I can at least do one in there. Now this is the first circle book that they made. Cercle Magique. And these are the kind of pictures that you get. It's like Quirkles, but you use more colors. And I have not done one in here. I'm sure I haven't. Unless I did. Did I do the first one? No. No, I didn't do any in here. This is another 100 coloriage mystère. And no specific theme. I haven't done anything in it. Just got random pictures at the back. I like it when you don't know what's going to be in a color by number book, when the pictures are all random and you can't guess. So this one's called Trombinoscope, which in English I believe is portraits. So I'll just show you a few of those because I haven't done any in here. So yeah, I'm not really into celebrities, but I like doing faces. And there's famous people in history in that book too. So this one has mandalas and rangoli in it, which are, rangoli are patterns like this. We all know what mandala is. I'll just show some pictures here. So yeah, a book full of patterns. Then we've got Forêt du Monde, which is Forests of the World. So yep. Dragon et Licorne, which is dragons and unicorns. Let's see the variety of pictures there are at the back. Now the next set is the newer produced ones. They have different cover designs. So this one is flowers, and I think I did one. Yes, I did a couple. I was anxious. I think they both go this way. So the first one looks like, to me, it looks like a coconut half with some sort of flower. And then we have some ladybugs on the leaves of a flower. Both really nice. And that's all I did in this one. Now I know I haven't worked in this one. This one is Félin. And that basically means wildcats. Well, I guess they're using it to include all felines. I guess it means the same as the English word feline, meaning cat or cat-like. It's got large cats and house cats in here, wild and house. The next one is oiseau, which is birds. And you get some really pretty, brightly colored birds in this one. Next is ocean, oceans. Lots of blue in these pictures, but surprisingly there's quite a bit of color too. Definitely have to make sure you've got lots of blues when you start out doing this. Stock up on markers. And then we have the first circle book that they, the first circle book that I bought. After I bought this, I went in search of buying the other one, which was out of print at the time. So this is Bébé Animaux, and that's obviously baby animals. And I have done at least one in here. I think it may just be the one that I did in a color and chat with you guys. There we go. Fennec fox. Isn't that adorable? Just check and make sure I didn't do another one randomly in here, because I thought I had, but no. And finally I'm going to come up with two Carré Magique books by Hachette Loisirs, and these are the grid pixel type books. So these are like your Disney square pixel books. The squares are considerably small. I don't think they're 3x3s. Though you know what? Looking at them, I think maybe they are 3x3s. So there's just all sorts of llama themed pages back here. You know, cartoon, realistic, humorous. You know, all that sort of stuff. And then there's just one more of that kind, and it's called Paon, which is peacocks. And I haven't done any. Oh, wait a minute. This starts off with, this one has varying sizes of things in it. Yeah, I don't think I had done one in that llama one. Just let me check the first picture. No, I don't think I've done either of these, no. And that takes us to the end of Cube 2. So this is the end of part 1 of my complete coloring book collection with finished pages. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing these, and I thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions or even information for me or comments, or there's a particular book you'd like to look in more in depth, I can check and see if I have a flip. And if I don't, and I'll direct you to it, and if I don't, I will make one of it, because I do want to get all my books on my playlist of having a flip for them. So thank you for watching, and bye!